Hello, everyone. Welcome to this beautiful day of 7th June 2024. Today is the fifth day of NUMBREYO 639. Today, I'll be showing you 5 ways to self revival. 5 ways that you can quickly revive yourself. Please don't go away. I promise you it's going to be very explosive. It's going to be an amazing morning. It's going to be very interesting. And please, if you can hear me, go to the comment section and hit 639. If you can hear me, go to the comment section and hit 639. Today is the fifth day of NUMBREYO 639. It's been on since 3rd of June and it's going to end on the 9th of June. That is from the 3rd day to the 9th day of the 6th month of every year. That is NUMBREYO 639. And if you are just joining us for the first time, you can check the previous videos to get the origin of NUMBREYO 639 and any other thing we're doing. I welcome all of us. It's been a very wonderful journey so far. The reports I'm getting are just overwhelming. Things people tell me they encounter, their physical encounter, spiritual encounter, the things they see, the miracles around them this period is just mind blowing. Sometimes I can't even believe it. Sometimes I just kick myself. Is this real? Yes, it's real. I still get reassured it's real. Many fabulous things are going out there for those who have took it upon themselves to do something extraordinary by coming closer to Eye of Ra, by coming closer to what we do. Those people have a lot to share. And I tell you that ever since they came close to Eye of Ra, their life has never remained the same. Please, if you're enjoying what we're saying, if you're enjoying this program so far, do well to also share, comment, and react. Share to your contacts, because what we are enjoying here is something very great. Since the start of NUMBREYO 639 with the team, from poverty to power, a lot of people have been liberated from poverty. Poverty of the mind, poverty of the thoughts, poverty of the hands and legs. People have been liberated from all sorts of poverty, even poverty of fear. Because I think on the first or the second day of this event, we discussed about what poverty can be. And we say poverty is not just about lack of finances or lack of food to eat. There is also poverty of fear. And we say that any of your inadequacy becomes your own poverty. If you're hearing what I'm saying, please hit the 639 button so that we can continue. It's been a very beautiful journey so far. And if you are really satisfied with what we're doing, also go to the comment section and share your experiences so far. The theme of today is Path to Self-Revival. And I say that path to self-revival, I'll be showing you 5 ways that you can quickly revive yourself, no matter your situation, no matter what you're going through, no matter your level, even if you are at the lowest level. I'll show you 5 ways you can bounce back quickly. No matter how you are down, being down is not a problem. Remaining down is the problem. Being defeated is universal. Remaining defeated is where the problem lies. No matter how many defeats you've recorded in your life, no matter how many disappointments you've recorded in your life, Let it not be a barrier. Let them not serve as barriers to you. Because I tell you that this moment you are bound to bounce. Just like a ball thrown on the floor, you are bound to bounce. And as you are bouncing so high. And that is the theme of today, path to self-revival. Today you are reviving all your failures, all your poverty, all your problems, all your fears, everything today. And that is why the theme of today is path to self-revival. And the color of the day is green. You know what green is? Green represents nature. Green represents life. Green represents growth. It represents development. That is why the color of today is green. And please, if you have anything green around you, hold on to it. If it's linen, material, anything, hold on to it. In the absence of that, you can just use color green as your screensaver for today. I tell you that there is something special about each day's color. Each day's color has come with its own energy. Yesterday we said that when sunlight passes through a prism, it casts shadow of many colors, which we call rainbow colors. That's how rainbow is formed, by the way. If you know a bit of your physics, you know that when there is sun and then the rain falls and the sun is tilted towards a particular angle, when the sun passes through those droplets of rain in the atmosphere, it casts those colors you see as rainbow. That scientific uh, description of rainbow. Now, what does it mean? It means that that white color, that sunlight you're seeing, is actually uh, components of several colors. So that white color you're seeing in the sun is not just white. That's packets of several other colors that when they pass through a prism, they get split into the seven colors of rainbow. And each has got its own properties. Each has got its own components. That is exactly why we deal with color. And today, being the fifth day of NUMBREYO 639, with the path, with the theme, path to self-revival. Green, there is no better color to choose today. Then before we proceed to the business of the day, which is showing you 5 ways you can bounce back quickly, 5 ways to self-revival. Before we go to that, we have to perform our rites. If you have done yours already, you can still join us. If you haven't performed, this is your opportunity to do that. Don't forget that the rite demands that you face the direction of the rising sun in the morning. The direction of the rising sun is geographic east. Before noon, you have to face the direction of the rising sun, and then in the evening, you face the direction of sunset, which is geographic west. And say the prayers of the day. And please, if you can hear me, hit 639 at the comment section. Today is going to be explosive. It's, it's going to definitely be beautiful. People are telling me, oh, wow, this program is just amazing. I wish you could have it all the time. And many are wondering, oh, wow, why can't we hear from you quite often? You start on your writing skills. We also did not know that you have got very excellent verbal communication skills. I get a lot of compliments, and I want to say thank you for finding me worthy for all those beautiful compliments I get. And the truth is that you may not know how far you can move in life until you take a step. I'm happy that you are having all that compliments on my excellent communication skill. Well, I don't know how excellent they are, but I'll write before we move to the business of the day. Dear God, the universe, We seek your grace today, your loving light to revive our souls and banish our nights. Renew our strength, revive our hopes, help us let go of fears and doubts, and fill us with your revitalizing shout. Like a furnace rising from the ashes, we rise anew with your loving caresses. Our hearts beat strong, our spirits soar. We are reborn with your divine scrolls. Thank you, God, for your mercy, your grace, for reviving us and lifting our faces. May your love continue to guide us, and may our spirits forever be free. May light shine on our path. Let the light shine. If you're just joining, please hit the 629 button. And if you're also having an amazing time, NUMBREYO 639 from poverty to power, please also go to the comment section and share those your inspirational stories so that others can also be lifted. And today we're talking about 5 ways to quickly revive yourself. And we say no matter how strong you've been beaten in the past, there is always a time to rise. And if your time to rise is around the corner and you're not ready, you shall be overlooked. And the first way to revive yourself, number one, to be responsible. You must be responsible for your action, who you are. You begin to take responsibilities. And taking responsibility means that you have to be accountable to yourself, all your actions, all your thoughts, all your feelings, all your. That is what accepting who you are means. It makes you responsible. You know, nobody owes you happiness. Nobody. In this life, I say it, nobody owes you your happiness. Nobody is interested in your happiness. The earlier you have that mindset, the better for you. You know for your happiness. You create your happiness. You create your excitement by yourself. When you know that nobody owes you happiness, then whatever you see from people, you appreciate it. In one of my previous teachings, I said that I don't expect anything from anybody, no matter how what I do for you has helped me to manage my expectations and my disappointments. That is why I'm hardly heartbroken. Because at any given time, I'm not expecting anything for you. And so you must not expect any happiness from anybody. You have to know that you owe yourself happiness. The first way we are talking about is being responsible. And we're saying you have to be responsible for your happiness. And we're saying you have to be responsible for your life. You have to be responsible that help cannot come anywhere. Do not expect help from anybody. Do not expect help from any God. Do not expect help from anything at all. That will help you to manage your expectations. And that will help you to appreciate whatever God gives to you. And that will also help you to build yourself up for self-reliance, self-sustainability. Do not expect any help from anywhere, from any spirit, from any God, from any human, from any race. Do not expect help from anyone. But that does not mean that help does not come. That does not mean that God cannot help you. That does not mean that you cannot get help from your fellow humans. But I say that do not expect. It means that whatever you see, you take. That will make you less aggressive. That will make you less emotional. That will make you less judgmental. That will help in your depression. Do not expect help from anybody, not even from me. That will help you to manage your expectations. So that by the time you see it, you'll be shocked because you're not expecting anything. I'm giving you revive yourself. And I tell you that so many people who are down today is because they were disappointed. Their expectations were dashed. If you check in organized religion, especially Christianity, you see fading hopes there. You see those who are scam because there's too much from the Christian God. And now those their expectations are not being met. People are depressed. People are heartbroken. People are cursing God and cursing their fellow humans. Do not help from anybody. And do not expect happiness from anybody. You have to create all that by yourself. I tell you that without expecting any help from even God. By the time you look up to your problem head on and begin to tackle it, that is when God will look in your direction and say, yes, I think he now deserves help. And help comes. You must be responsible for your circumstances. Stop blaming anybody. Stop blaming anybody. When you are responsible, when you take responsibility, you stop the blame game. There are certain things you can't choose for yourself. You can't choose parents for yourself. You can't choose location you are born. There are so many things you cannot change. You can't choose who's. Some people will say, "Oh, why is this so and so person not my father?" Some people have even gone to the extent of abusing their parents, asking them, "Where were you when these people were making money? Where were you when these people were being successful? You are the fool." How shameful can this be? Because it won't be long, your children will start blaming you too. And that is the cycle of life. Stop the blame game and take responsibility. That is who you are. These are my parents. This is my race. This is my country. This is my situation right now. What can I do at the moment? What can I do to take care of this situation? That is what you need. So the number one way I just taught you now is to be responsible. And we're saying you have to be responsible for your own happiness. Do not expect happiness from anybody. Do not expect help from anybody. Do not expect satisfaction from anybody. And then do not blame anybody for your circumstances. These are the things you need in this first one. You can see we're loaded. Please share this video immediately. Don't be too stingy. You can't consume all this alone. There are those who even need it more than you. That is also service to humanity. If you are enjoying what we're saying, please indicate at the comment section, react, comment, and share so that others can also enjoy what you're saying, what you are saying. We're discussing 5 ways to self-revival quickly. And we just discussed the first one, which is be responsible, be in charge, be responsible for your actions. This is your skin color, it can't be changed. This is your nation, this is your country, and this is the situation in your country. That place you think you are running to, you know that it was built by that's number two of ways to self-revival. I just finished discussing the first one. The second one is stay away from self-pity. Stay away from self-pity. Let me tell you, nobody is interested in that. The reason I felt different about Black Lives Matter. Yes, we cannot rule that out, that there is systematic inequality. We cannot rule out the fact that there is systematic, uh, there is plots, yes, to keep a certain race down. We can't keep, we all know that, but when you begin to carry placards and then you're asking people to respect you, it looks like self-pity for me. I don't see any other race doing that. I don't see any other race begging for respect. Please come and respect me. Your respect must be earned. If you need respect, you go ahead and earn it. I don't see other races to say, oh, you must respect me. When you are worth respecting, the respect will flow naturally. Stay away from self-pity. Stop playing the victim. When you play the victim, you appear weak. If you don't know, you know it. No matter what you passed through in the past, no matter the defeat, no matter the plot against you, you don't expect anybody to tap you at the back and say, come on, come and take my position. No, it doesn't happen in the universe. Nobody freely invites you to the table to dine. No, you have to earn your right to dine at the table. Stop playing victim. It makes you look weak. Nobody is interested. Rather, that your victim mentality will be weaponized against you. You know yourself. Look at your life and look at the victim you played over the years. What has it earned you? The victim mentality you played over the years, what has it landed you? It has only made your life worse because you appear weak and vulnerable when you seek for self-pity. You want people to identify with your tears. What are you doing to stop your tears? That should be the question. You want people to seek justice for you. Oh, we are suffering, we are starved, we are being slaughtered, we are this. Well, when you are crying like that, you appear weak and vulnerable. And I tell you, in most cases I know, it strengthens your oppressors. So if you really want to move, forget about your economic situation. You have no dime, you have no, those are not important. I tell you that when you can achieve a mind shift, that you seek no pity from anyone. You seek no pity. You are responsible for your actions. And wherever you found yourself is your position. All you need to do is to believe, know that there is what they call principle of cause and effect. And you know that Principle of cause and effect means that you actually have the right over the future you see. To a reasonable extent, the future you want to see. The cause is what you do. The effect is what you see. The cause is what you do. The effect is what you see. If you have no input in the cause, then the effect will definitely not be a desirable one. And the cause is that this is your situation. This is your position. And your position is you must look around and find a way out. You find yourself in a pit, it's your responsibility to find a way. Before help can come, you must have made certain moves by yourself. Of course, some of us who have been in the airplane, you also know it. They tell you that in case of any emergency, you have to wear your own seatbelt, your own face mask first. Wear your mask first. That is what is at the airline. That's what they always advise you. Meaning that you have to take care of yourself first. You look at your situation and you know that this is exactly what you need to do to make things better. Self-pity and victim mentality will only make you to avoid your problems. It will make you not to be realistic to the solutions that you need to solve your problems. Because you're expecting help, that's why you're playing self-pity. Because you think that when you play self-pity, people will come and well, we can see around the world what is going around the world. We can also see that self-pity hasn't really helped much. It hasn't really helped much. So, is that why what you're expecting? Then you will be so weak to look into the reality and begin to proffer solution to your problems. People with high emotional quotient, they don't feel sorry for themselves. They don't feel sorry. You don't feel sorry for yourself. Don't sympathize with yourself. No. Say, this is my situation, this is my fate, and I have to tackle it. Immediately you say that, you see a new energy being released into you. In your worst situation, anywhere you are, all you need to do is just to tell yourself, this is my situation, this is my fate, and I must tackle it. Immediately you do that, you see that new strength, new energy, new belief that shall be released into you. That is nothing but the truth. But if you keep on self-pity, then you remain there. And the truth is that not much solutions come from self-pity. That's the truth. I'm not saying that help will not come, but it's even when you when you say, this is my fate, this is my situation, I have to find a way. That is when you sit down and actually calculate where realistic help can come from. There is something they call realistic help. When in a state of self-pity, you cannot so proffer any solution. You cannot even think of realistic help. But when you are in control, you can now think, okay, this is my fate. What do I need to do? Maybe, okay, I need to contact this person. I need to contact. You must be in a stable state of mind, powered by you not having self-pity for yourself, by you not feeling sorry for yourself, by you not going about and expecting that your problem shall be other people's problem. We have also seen that your problem is always your own problem. That will help you to manage your expectation and also manage the situation better. If you give in, you have given away everything. So this is the second, this number two that we just discussed. I'll be moving to number three quickly. And before we move to number three, please, last night, our subscribed members were treated with very sumptuous dinner. I'm very sure they enjoyed it. That's for our subscribed members. I'm very sure they enjoyed the treat they had last night. And if you also want to enjoy such treat, because we say that not every part of this NUMBREYO 639 is open to the public. So some are reserved for our subscribed members. Last night they had a treat, and that treat will also come again on Sunday night. And so if you want to be part of it, please try as much as you can to subscribe. Subscription is free, and every other thing is free. So today, don't forget that I'm showing you 5 ways to self-revival. You can watch the video again after this and get yourself acquainted with the things that have been discussed so far. It's very important for your life, for your growth, for your shift from poverty to power. And the third one we are talking about is you must get rid of things you don't need. Get rid of things you don't need. Look into your life. There are so many things you're chasing that you don't need, but you don't even know that you don't need those things. Those things also serve as distraction to you, but you don't even know. There are certain things you don't need. Every model of every device you want to own, you put yourself under pressure. You want to even own the latest devices, and because of that, you have to go extra mile. You have to do a lot of things. You have to even, sell your conscience just to get those things. Just because you want to impress. Just because you want people to know you're doing okay. Nobody is really interested in that. But you don't know. Nobody is interested in those things. If you know that nobody is really, really interested in those things, let the time come when you can afford those things again. Then you're gonna see who will come for you, who will come to rescue you. And you try as much as you can to find out what they are saying behind closed doors about you. And I can assure you that all they will be saying, oh, don't mind him. He has used all his money to drive expensive cars and buy expensive gadgets. Don't mind him. Some will say, oh, when he had it, what did he do for me? That's when you know you are alone. So why are you doing so much to impress those who don't really care? There are so many things you need to get rid of. For some men here, your level of promiscuity is so high. You want to be with this lady, you want to be with this one, you want to be with this one, you want to be with this one. Have you actually sat down and asked yourself, this is it really worth it? Do you know the drain, the emotional drain, the financial drain, even the spiritual drain you're going through? When one or two is enough for you, then you want to have everybody. That is also a distraction. Get rid of the things you don't need. If you go into your home now, there are certain things, certain bills you're paying in your house that you don't really need, but you don't know. Set your house, set your homes for the bills you're paying that you don't even need. I can assure you. Search very well. You see, look in the circle of your friends. There are a lot of them you don't need, but you don't even know it. They are draining you. They are distracting you. They are taking every second away from your life, but you don't even know it. Look into your circle for people you don't need. Look into your schedule for those activities you don't need. How many hours do you spend online? What do you do there? How much data do you use? What do you use those data for? There are a lot of things that weigh you down, pulling you down to the ground. Every day you're depressed, you're suffering, thinking that your problem is from the left, from the right, from the center. You do not know that you're being weighed down by things you don't even need. It's very funny. You want to appear rich on the social media because of that, you have to go extra mile. Nobody is interested in that, but you don't know. You're looking good. What can he give? What can he do for you? I'm telling you that people, oh, okay, he's doing fine, and that's all. And that's what they will think. Then the next thing they will come with all their problems. Meanwhile, you know that you are not doing fine. Some people who might even want to help you will look away and say, oh, he's doing fine. From his pictures I see on social media, he's doing very well. I don't think he needs help. And that is how you're losing your destiny helpers. Please look in your life, look into your life, look in your business, even in your businesses. There are bills you're running there. There are certain people in your business circle you don't need. Even some of your staff working for you. Look in their direction. There are some of them that may have outlived their usefulness, but you don't even know it. You need to move forward. And I'm telling you the things you need to do to move forward, to revive yourself as quickly as possible. I just mentioned the third one to you. And the third one, I say you must get rid of things you don't need. They are not important. Get rid of them. They are not, you don't need them. And I mentioned a lot of them you don't need. Search through your heart, search through your soul, search through your homes. There are certain relationships you don't need. And you want to hang on there by force. And you're saying that this relationship is draining you. It's taking everything away from you. It's taking your peace. It's taking your resources. It's taking your time. It's taking everything. And you don't even know. Get rid of that relationship immediately. That is the third one we just talked about. Get rid of the things you don't need. If you are inspired by what I'm saying, please go to the comment section and indicate. Please share this video. People need to be uplifted. People need to hear this. I know how you're feeling hearing this. You feel so excited. Dimension of life is being opened up to you. Inside you, you're saying, oh, this is quite refreshing. Why can't others also say the same? That is service to humanity. Please do as much as you can to widen our audience. We need that. So we're moving quickly to the fourth one because we are always running against time. I do not wish for this broadcast to be exceeding 45 minutes. But no matter what we know, we can just know how we handle it. No matter what, it shouldn't exceed 45 minutes. So um, I'm pretty hasty in what I'm saying, but I have to move to the fourth one quickly. Just remember, we are discussing 5 ways that you can quickly revive yourself. And as I'm saying this individually, it can also be applied at the collective level. It can even be applied at national level. Even in your country, you go to your country, you look at a lot of things that they don't need, that they are wasting resources on. So, my message most times is not just an individual message. It's a message that can be extrapolated even to wider and bigger considerations. But since you're here as an individual, not as a nation, not as a race, I want to make it an individual thing. But you can also adopt that on a wider and larger scale. So we're moving quickly to the fourth one. And the fourth one is, you see, in one of my favorite quotes, I have got a lot of quotes authored by me, direct from me, my thoughts, my ideas. I mean, one of my quotes, I said to you guys that, you see, the billionaires you see every day, the people you call billionaires, who you are aspiring to be like. You see, many of them didn't wake up one morning, wake up and say, I want to be a billionaire. No. Many of them didn't wake up. They didn't just say, I want to be a billionaire. No. Most people who say, I want to be a billionaire end up not having anything, not even a dime, not even a few thousands. Because they all put their mind in wishful thinking, imagination of becoming a billionaire. But let me tell you what billionaires do. They don't do anything special. They just create tasks for themselves. This is one big secret I'm releasing to you. They just create that task, daily task. They look at their future and say, okay, I want to be successful. And they ask themselves, how can I be successful? What do I need to be successful? Then they say, okay, I want to engage in this business. I want to engage in these skills. I want to engage in this profession. And they ask themselves, what does it take for me to be successful in that profession? Okay, I need to acquire these courses. I need to master this skill. I need to do this one. I need to do this one. That is how they keep bringing their problems, their vision down into smallest units. This is the billionaire secret I'm telling you. They bring their dreams into smaller units. And what do they do with those smaller units? That leads us to number 4 of 5 ways to quickly revive yourself. What they do with those smaller units is to create daily tasks for themselves and monitor their accomplishment. Nothing else that billionaires do. They create their daily task and they follow it up. Is at the end of the day they realize that their daily task has just fetched them billions. At the end of the month, when they do their recording, they realize that actually this daily task they keep up to every day over the month is the reason why they are having so many billions in their account. And that daily task, I tell you, those daily tasks, they started with it when they had nothing. Many of you wake up in the morning, no task, no aspiration. They don't have any task for themselves. That is why they don't grow. They are not interested in skills. They are not interested in business. They are not interested in job. They are not interested in anything. The only thing they are interested in is becoming a billionaire. How do you become a billionaire without being interested in all that? You see why many people are poor. And you see why many who come out and say, I want to be a billionaire, you see why many of them are very poor. And those who are billionaires, they were never those who came out and say, I want to be a billionaire. They were actually those who set out to accomplish their daily task. They have already seen what they wanted to achieve. They can't just sit down and be wishing for those things to be achieved. They started bringing those things down into smallest units, into their daily task. And that daily task will be okay. I will have to learn this. There are a lot of free courses out there. How many people are interested in that? There are a lot of books out there. How many people are interested in that? There are a lot of ways to make money out there. How many people are interested in those rigorous process? They want to become billionaire. What billionaires do is very simple. And I'm giving you their biggest secret today. Their biggest secret is they create daily tasks and they monitor those tasks to make sure that they accomplish them. There is nothing spectacular they do. It's at the end or when they do review, that's when they will actually see the impact of those daily tasks. Those daily tasks, those are the things that turn out to become the billions you see. Africa's richest man will tell you that he spends 18 hours of every 24 hours of his day working. Working. Maybe he rarely has breakfast. And some people are somewhere sitting down and thinking that he is always in his swimming pool with his, enjoying himself and then always riding his exotic cars. And that's what a poor man would think. And that is what a wishful billionaire would think. But you don't know that in order to accomplish his daily task, he's depriving himself a lot of those luxuries that you are. Those are the luxuries. Those luxuries are the reason why you want to become a billionaire. And I assure you, you can never be until you learn how to put away those luxuries and focus on what can generate them. And that is when you break your task into daily tasks. If you don't have that habit yet, please learn it today. Learn the habit of creating daily tasks for yourself And before you close for the day, look at the task and mark the ones you have accomplished. I hope you are enjoying every bit of this. Mark the ones you have accomplished. And I tell you that if you create daily tasks for yourself, after 1 month, after 30 days, please report back to me and tell me the progress you have made in your life. Form the habit of creating daily tasks every day, even if it's 2 items, 3 items, four, five. Just create to your capacity and make sure you accomplish them. At least 80% accomplishment. Try as much as you can to hit 100% of accomplishment. But if you can, don't go below 70% accomplishment. Do this for 30 days and report back to me with the progress you've made. I'm giving you solution. I'm not here to hype I'm not here to hype your euphoria. I'm not here to tell you that as soon as you pay tithes or you sow seeds or you make offerings that all your problems will disappear with a magic wand. That is not true. It's not true. Anybody who tells you that is deceiving you. I'm telling you practical ways to be successful and to be powerful. In addition to the spiritual backup I give to you. And we just discussed the fourth one. And what is the fourth one? Create daily tasks for yourself and monitor the accomplishment. And we shall be moving to the fifth one, which shall also be the final one because we are running against time. But before we move, do that, please. If you haven't owned the Sparks yet, please do well and get that book. I always urge you to get that book. And don't forget, I say there will be free 7 days of session with Eye of Ra if you can own the spark within this period, starting from the day of NUMBREYO. If you can own it within this period, then you are entitled to free 7 days session of awakening, pure manifestation. Nothing beats the manifestation you get from me. There are witnesses everywhere. They are all around and ready to share their stories. I've been the one holding them down. Hold on first. I'm not interested in you sharing your stories for now. Let's just get the job done first. And quickly we move to the fifth one. Don't forget we're talking about 5 ways you can quickly revive yourself, no matter where you are, no matter the stage, no matter the pit, the mud where you found yourself. You must follow these ways for accomplishment. And the fifth one we say, master the spirituality rules. Throughout last year, we discussed extensively on spirituality rules. And I haven't stopped yet, but I've already given you people 5 of those rules. And I tell you, those rules were actually, I not that they don't exist, yes, they exist, but those are my own rules. Those are my hypothetical rules. And you must know about these spirituality rules. And as time goes on, we're also going to put it into a book. You have to author it and put it into a piece so that others, it can easily be downloadable. And it's going to be free as usual. Just that even when it's free, so many people still shy away from me. Please, gone are the days that if they want to hide something from you, they will put it in a book. This is what you must struggle to despair. Expel that notion that what is hidden in the book for you is lost forever. Even when that book is free, people are still reluctant to go and download. I mean, the 12 codes of UR. And now we're talking about the fifth one, which is master spirituality rules. And let's quickly go to these rules. The ones that have been announced so far. We took a lot of time on it last year. And that first one is that intelligence abounds in all things. Intelligence abounds in all things. That's the first one. When you know that there is intelligence in everything, there is sense in every nonsense. When you know that intelligence is not restricted by language, is not restricted by skin color, is not restricted by by race, it's not restricted by religion, it's not even restricted by you as human. Intelligence abounds even in on the floor you match, the animals you interact with, the plants around you. There is always something to learn. And many of you know that especially the aeroplane invention models you see, even the invention of aeroplane, a lot of inspiration was taken from the bird to make the airplane you enjoy today. A lot of inspiration was taken from the way the bird fly, the take off, everything. The bird was thoroughly studied for its aerodynamic skills before that plane you're enjoying was invented. And I tell you that that's a typical sign of intelligence abiding in everything. People will look at the bird and say, how does he rise? How does he fly? Can we do something like this? Because there is intelligence in everything. And number two of that rule say that nothing is free in the universe. You all know that. Nothing is free. I state this all the time. Nothing is free. For those of you who are Christians, they will tell you that your salvation is free. It's not free. There is nothing free about your salvation. If your salvation is free, why would you have to live a certain life? Why would you have to observe certain rules? Why would you have to adhere to certain belief before your salvation can come? Once there is a precondition attached to something, it's no longer free. So nothing is free in the universe, not even your salvation. And that's the spirituality rule number two. Rule number three says that duality makes oneness. Duality means that light, there is darkness, there is rise, there is fall, there is good, there is evil, and they must exist for any system to take place. That is what duality is all about. Principle of duality. That is rule number three. When you understand this, you will know your approach to life. You begin to see things differently. You begin to know when what and what happens. You begin to give deeper interpretation to your daily life, and you master how to resolve a lot of crises in your life. And that is rule number three. Duality makes oneness. And then we'll talk about the rule number four, which is light and darkness are of the same source. All these rules were extensively discussed in many of our posts last year. Because of the request we're having, we're trying to put that into an ebook. Try to put that into an ebook so so that people can have access to it. And light and darkness are of the same source. That is what you must know. So that when darkness comes, darkness must come, light must come. There is no two ways about that. If anybody is telling you that he's going to throw the devil away, or how do you people say it again? Casting and binding away evil, and well, you can only reduce the proportion of darkness, but you can't vanquish it. Light and darkness are of the same source. They actually serve the same master. That's rule number four. And rule number five says that everything is interconnected. These are the five rules that we have given out so far. I said I authored them. They are my hypothetical spirituality rules. You must not believe in them. But my experiences in life made me to put this through and say this is it. And this are the five spirituality rules so far. And this is also the fifth of five ways we say can lead to your quick self-revival. And please, you can all watch this video again. It's out there. Then you can also watch the previous videos from day one. Today is the day 5. Day 6 will all continue tomorrow and continues. You can watch the previous videos and enjoy yourself. It's just, yes, it's not coming at any cost for you. The only cost, as we say, nothing is free in the universe, is your time. That is what you're paying for this. Your time, your data, your commitment. That is what you're paying to get what you're getting from me. And I tell you that if that's the price, then it's a price that is worth paying. Don't forget, we are still in the mode of NUMBREYO 639, from poverty to power. I'm very sure that I've impacted in you so tremendously this morning that you are now filled with light. You're filled with energy. And you know that that shift from that poverty mind, poverty mindset, poverty environment, poverty attitude. Poverty is not only lack of money. I said it. Even lack of content of character is also poverty. There is poverty of the character. Shamelessness. That's poverty. So I'm very sure that your spirit has been lifted. Do not forget, I am fire of wrath, a quench fire flaming up. Do not forget that. Do not forget that when the sun rises, I rise. I wish you the best of the day. Enjoy the rest of the day. Don't forget to engage in your evening rite. May light shine on your path.